A live look at the U.S. Capitol, where today the House will vote on a contempt resolution against Mark Meadows. Now, it was just hours ago that the House Select Committee voted in favor of recommending that Meadows be found in contempt of Congress.
But during last night's hearing, the nation learned some revealing information that unfolded during the January 6th insurrection. Lindsay joins us in the studio. So, Lindsay, what did we gather from this?
Well, definitely some strong words coming from the committee about Mark Meadows. I can point that out, but a lot here to really unfold. Now, they say whatever legacy that Mark Meadows thought he left in the House, well, this is his legacy now. They voted 9-0 to move forward with criminal charges against him. Now, it was last week when Meadows declined to appear for a deposition. The House panel, which released a lengthy report, includes questions many lawmakers have about the thousands of emails and text messages that Meadows provided to the committee before he ended his cooperation. There were at least 6,000 pages taken from personal email accounts. In the meantime, some of those documents that the panel did not release include Meadows' work in trying to help former President Donald Trump overturn his defeat in the presidential election, as well as the many messages that he had with others while the violent attack was happening on January 6th. Now, let's take a look at some of those text messages that he did receive on that day. First, Donald Trump Jr. texted, quote, "We need an Oval Office address. He has to lead now. It has gone too far and gotten out of hand." Another text message coming from Fox News host Sean Hannity saying, quote, "Can he make a statement? Asks people to leave the Capitol." And then Fox News host Laura Ingraham messaged saying, quote, "Mark, the president needs to tell people in the Capitol to go home. This is hurting all of us. He is destroying his legacy."
We cannot be satisfied with incomplete answers or half-truths, and we cannot surrender to President Trump's efforts to hide what happened.
This is about Donald Trump and about actually going after him once again.
Now, some of the questions for Meadows by the panel include about whether Trump was involved in the discussions regarding the response of the National Guard. Some of those documents that were provided by him include an email that he sent to an unidentified person saying that the National Guard would be present to protect pro-Trump people and that more would be available. Now, today's expected vote by the full House is the last step before sending the contempt referral to the Justice Department. Meadows is suing the committee as well as House Speaker Nancy Pelosi to block the committee's subpoenas. And there are a lot more documents that I didn't even mention in that hit, but certainly a lot of discussions that are still underway about this.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see what happens today.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Lindsay.
Thank you.